Welcome back to Tetris Tuesdays at 10. I am Ryan, and it's good to be back. Continued Happy New Year to you all. I'm excited, when am I not, about the Tetris game for today because it signals, so I have being into Tetris and having been into Tetris over the years, often just got it where I could, and since Tetris was so easily copyable, there are, that's like the thing I haven't really talked about with this series so far. I'm just going through official Tetris games. So if at any point I decide to go like left field and unofficial, there's like millions more. So this series could certainly go on forever. But I don't know how much of that I'm going to do. But that doesn't mean I haven't been into them over the years, so to speak. I get a new computer. I'm like, okay, now I need Tetris for this computer. And I didn't often make a distinction between official versions of the game. So I remember, for some reason, the one I remember the most was just called Tris. I think that was on my G4 laptop. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. That probably will be one that I end up doing because it was one I went into. But they are interesting to me now. Back then I didn't think about it so much, but since they were kind of bootleg versions. Bootleg versions are always kind of intrinsically fascinating because not only did they come about in some weird ways, but they also gained popularity in some weird ways. So it's like this game that the Tetris company probably ended up suing somebody over at some point, was actually a game that I grew up with or have a special affinity for or something like that. So this is not one of those times, but shades. I feel like the one we're going to do has like shades of that. And I really hope, okay, sorry, I'm checking my stream health here. Was it all black for a second? We're good. We're actually here. So even though this is an official version of Tetris, it has quite the bootleg feel to it, I think. And I guess without, no further ado, it's the Microsoft Entertainment Pack version of Tetris. Microsoft Entertainment Pack for Windows, in fact. There were 4 entertainment packs between 90 and 92. And I guess there was even a Game Boy Color version. I'm not positive how that works, and I really want to look at it. I don't know, was Tetris included in the Game Boy Color version? It was not. Okay, so we don't have a reason to go to that. But still, interesting. I guess it came about because Windows, still at the time, we are going to emulate Windows 3.1. It was still not considered a legitimate gaming platform, is how it went. So the Microsoft's entry business team got together and were tasked with making Windows more appealing to homes and small businesses. And part of that was going to be kind of proving that it could be a legitimate gaming device. I don't know if necessarily the entertainment pack accomplished that goal, but I think, sorry, not sure what's going on there. I'm talking too much. That's what's going on. I think it might have got the ball rolling, strangely enough, even though these are all kind of small games. They are games that probably a ton of people know, and I want to say, I don't know if it was just this version sold 500,000 copies or if all of them combined sold 500,000 copies, but that's nothing to blink at. That's something. What happened was a fellow by the name of Bruce Ryan compiled a series of games that Windows employees had been working on in their spare time. Which makes a lot of sense for some of the games that did come on them. Free Cell, Pipe Dream, Chips Challenge, Taipei, Touch Tomb, Rodent's Revenge, Tri-Peaks, Golf, Ski Free, Jezball, Dr. Blackjack, Tetravex. But with Tetris, I was kind of curious because, it's not out of the question that an employee was working on a version of Tetris in their spare time. Again, simple game. It seems like even a game that coders would make their own just for fun, just to sharpen their skills or something like that, because it was so simple. You'll see in the title screen here in just a second, I promise, that it was licensed. So I think they got permission. It shows up as Sphere, and if I remember correctly, Sphere was one of the Spectrum Holobyte names or subsidiaries, or I think they merged or something like that. So Sphere is Spectrum Holobyte. But as payment for including their games on this pack, they got 10 shares of Microsoft stock, like no actual dollars exchanged hands, apparently, because there was literally no budget with this thing. But they got it out there. It was not copy protected, so you could share it all you wanted, talking about the entire pack, not just Tetris, but this includes it. They added it as like a pack-in for a 10-pack of blank floppy disks, verbatim floppy disks. You would get one with the Microsoft Entertainment Pack on there. And then you could also send in some amount of box tops from Kellogg's cereals and get the games as well. That's probably not, that's probably harder than handing it out. I don't know how many people actually did that, but you could get it fairly easily, I think, was the idea. And since, if you look back, it's going to silence me for a second, but if you look back at the title screen here, you can see that they literally put Tetris front and center in that little, seal of approval or starburst on the front of the box. So it was there to bring in the people, and I'm sure did to some extent. Even though, as you're going to see right now, I'm going to change to the game, I promise. It's fairly bare bones. So, oh yes, we're emulating this by way of DOSBox X, which you can actually very simply create an instance of Windows 3.1, which is by far, I found, by a cursory search at the very least, by far the easiest way to do this. So we're going to use DOSBox X. I have now 3 different versions, different forks of DOSBox on my computer now. And I've already mounted the C drive. So I'm going to switch over here, go into C, CD Windows, and then the screen's going to fix itself here in a second. Run Win. So there you go. Windows for work groups even. And I grew up with PCs. I wasn't always a Mac guy, but this was before my time. So this is my first experience with Windows 3. What would have been, 98 sounds too far along. I had already been graduated, so that's a good question. I'm curious what version of Windows I would be most familiar with, but in either event, by putting the MSEP, Microsoft Entertainment Pack, here in the DOSBox working directory, I can just go down to the Tetris folder and hit tetris.exe. So, like I said, on the title screen, you'll see right there, copyright and trademark license to Sphere Inc. and sublicense to Microsoft Corporation. So I'd still be curious to hear the whole story. Usually how the story goes is that somebody was already working on their own version of Tetris and got the license after the fact. I don't know if that's exactly what happened here, but again, it's nothing too fancy. So it doesn't feel like we know it's developed by Microsoft by what was it, the Entry Business team. So I guess this might be, I don't know what other games that team developed and if this looks like them and if they have a signature necessarily, but this doesn't look like any of the developers we've been seen so far. So I'm going to set the starting level to 1. Ooh, we might get background changes with this. That's cool. And the starting row to 0. I don't think, oh, I can actually turn on piece preview. Okay, it's already on because there's no points deficit or I'm not penalized for it. There is sound. Again, not anything too fancy. In fact, if I'm looking at that background, the fact that the playing field doesn't like match up with the design on the background is already unsettling to me. Okay. All right, let's just give it a shot. New game. It does use the arrow keys kind of strangely. I don't know if I can't even hard drop with the space bar. It's just down arrow to drop. And scoring, that's what I was going to say. Well, actually it's hard now to go back and forth. I've got to unlock my mouse. It's a little janky. Again, bootleg vibes all over the place with this thing. The spawn delay seems a little weird. It's almost like there's like a processing hiccup. Or they just, I don't know. It's a really strange amount of time, feels like. I'm a little cautious because I keep hitting down instead of rotate at different times, so I'm not quite as quick with this control scheme as with others. Check out the sounds though. That's it. That's all you got. It's not much, but it is an extremely Microsoft sound, in my opinion. Already got an O tower going. That'll work. That is an accidental place. Boy. Maybe I'll get a, nope, okay. See, that was like a really long spawn delay there. I do get more points by hard dropping the piece as quickly as possible. I wasted, I actually did get the, see, even longer that time. And it's not uniform. It feels like sometimes are longer than others. I don't like this piece at all. I will actually here, you can pause it if you just F3, okay. That might come in handy. But then I've got to unlock my cursor, go up here, switch tabs. Okay, now I can tell you about the scoring here in a second. Lock my mouse back in, and let's see if the unpause works. What was it, F3? We're good. Oh boy. Yeah, real long delay there after the line. Hey, level up. Wow. What is that? That is a design. Almost, if we had some more turquoise in there, I could tell you it was Lisa Frank. Is that anything? That is a weird one. so I like it. Another long delay there. The game has a short lock delay. Parentheses, buggy though. Where the place continues to wait when moved away from the landing position. Otherwise, I don't hate the look. Ooh, level up. Wow, that is another one that's just... That is... If I were filming a video, this would not be an appropriate shirt to wear to the shoot. That should be fine. I mean, even though this has shades of bootlegs, like this is well past, like there were already plenty of bootlegs going on. Level up again. Wow. These designs, are they procedurally generated? Boo. Boo. Oh, I guess there's only one rotation direction too, since I only have one rotation button that I'm aware of right now. Let's see if we got wall kicks. Nope, no wall kicks. The RNG seems fairly kind, though. I don't think I've got 3 of any pieces in a row. What a surprise, these designs. Oh no, there I did it. That's what I was afraid of. That's going to be a little annoying to come back from. Especially since we're speeding up here. What level am I? 5? What is going on with the screen over there? Is that my cursor? It is my cursor. Okay. That design actually looks familiar. Oh, this must have been the one. This is what it was before I set the level, right? Yes, that's what it is. Would like to get a line. There we go. Hey, we're coming back here. No! Why did I do that? Spoke too soon. Up. Up is rotate. Down is down. Up is rotate. Down is down. I almost did it again right then. Whoa. I wonder what the key repeat is like. Ooh. Very long delay before it begins. Probably could have put that somewhere else if I wasn't messing around. It feels like I've done more than 10 lines. Is it not leveling up after every 10? Wow, I cannot use the key delay at all. I need to just go. Oh no, wrong button again. Possibly the wrong button right then, too. Nope. Oh, that's what they, okay. I'm like, what was that? That's what the thing mentioned about it being a little buggy with the delay. Like it was about to lock, but then I moved it off and it made it delay even more. Wow, getting some good pieces here. Wow. No, that's too many O's. Come on. I was making some ground there. Did it again. It's almost like that would have been better over here. An early version of infinite spin. Except it's not infinite. Ah, boy. Just that. Why didn't that keep going? Oh, I think I got locked out against the ceiling there. Buggy though, where the piece continues to wait when moved away from landing position during the lock delay and continues to fall after the timeout. So that's what it is. I don't know if that's buggy. I mean, it's performing like that every single time. Oh, congrats, you've made the Tetris Hall of Fame. Enter your cool name and your cool quote into the boxes below. My cool name would be Ryan. My cool quote would be, beat this, which I will now attempt to do. Whoa, first place. That's kind of cool. I dig the little enter your what do they call it? Cool quote. That should be instituted on every game of Tetris from here on out. All right. Make sure I'm still okay. 0-0. And new game is F2. So let's give F2 a shot on my handy dandy Windows keyboard. Oh, preview piece is toggleable. The game supports 2-player versus, which obviously we're not going to take advantage of. Scoring. The current piece starts with an initial score value, which increases for each successive playing level. So the higher the level, the more points I get. If you drop the piece, the score value increases proportionally to the distance it falls. So hard dropping is the way to score highest. Programmers use 16-bit integer variables to store points gained by the player. Because of the binary representation of the signed number inside the computer, after you reach the largest possible value, 32,767 points, what did I get? 12,000. Third of the way there. It overflows and is displayed as a negative number, negative 32,768 points. Interesting. Let's see if we can hit the negatives. That'd be fun. F2. Getting a little bit more accustomed to the control scheme here. Not sure why I'm sniffling here. I haven't been sick. Doesn't take much for me. A speck of dust has entered the room. still get more points for Tetrises, so might as well stack them up. No, not that piece. Not that one. Evil O. That's right, we'll fix it. I was gonna say we'll fix it. I don't know why I do that. Was that a different Tetris game? Am I remembering an older way? Can't really get anything in there either. Just gonna do that. Up to rotate. Totally cool with the look though. I mean, this DOSBox X makes it look real nice. I think we're doing, you know, like it's taking advantage of the extra pixels. I'm sure this isn't exactly what Windows 3.1 looked like, so sharp pixels, that's the word I'm looking for. This is going to be one of those ones where I die real early on, isn't it? Come on, trying to go negative here. Was that 3 greens in a row? Did we just rule out 7-bag system? I mean, there's no reason why this version of Tetris would have it out of nowhere. Man, this is... No, don't do that. There's nothing worse than creating a spot for the line and then getting a line and then putting it in there. Oh, sorry, an eyepiece. And then it doing nothing. Been a while since I used it. If you're curious about the click clacking, it's the (8-bit DOE) mechanical keyboard, N edition. We're coming back. We're getting this back. Got a full-on just Tetris ready here. Here we go. Level up. Plus, we get plenty of time to think about things after we get a Tetris, because the computer just sits there for a second. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got the settings cranked up, so this should be like the most powerful version of Windows 3.1 Business Edition or whatever it was for work groups. Should be the most powerful version available, quickest version available, so I don't know. Why? No, wrong button. We are all over the place now. Dang it! No! And now I need a line. Oh, I got one. And it did nothing. I almost messed that up. I mean, no! Now I need a line again. There it is. Can I even? Nope, I can't. I can't even turn it. Wow! Oops, wow, okay. Ryan, again. I give it down. Or let's keep it with, what was I doing? Ryan second. Your cool quote. Loser. We can do better than that. I think I hit the wrong button too early on. I do wish spacebar was hard drop. I think that would solve some problems here, honestly. You see what I'm talking about, though, right? As far as bootleg vibes go, you're feeling it. You can see it. Oh, no, I got it. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Not that it's, I mean, I feel like we've played buggier versions, certainly. Right? Have we? Or jankier versions, or worse looking versions, so to speak. Yeah, what was it? Apple II, right? Lest ye forget. The Apple II version. Oh, I think I did the 2GS too. I think it was just straight up the Apple II version, which they did end up including in Tetris Forever, by the way. Kind of thought that was funny. I mean, you know, I'm not making Tetrises out there, so any Tetris is a miracle, as the saying goes. So I don't mean to punch down or anything. I am certainly armchair quarterbacking this whole thing. But boy, can we all just friendly agree that the Apple II version of Tetris is still the worst looking version of Tetris I've played so far. And if you weren't there, go look it up. Not even just that episode, you know, if you need to, just Google it. It just seems strange that, not that I've been out searching the message boards or anything, but I haven't seen, like, to me, wherever the Apple II version of Tetris is mentioned, there should be made mention of the fact that the playing field is just a mess. Like, the pieces don't fit together. The colors are weird. You know, like, it's endearing. Don't get me wrong. I will never forget. Oh, man, this is not, I don't like putting that there. I will never forget the Apple II version of Tetris, but I will forever be curious to know what the deal was with that. Was it a concession? Was it a hardware limitation? That would be weird. Could the Apple II at the time just not make clean lines? I didn't really... How did I emulate that? This isn't great. I need to get these spaces taken down immediately. It's probably not the way to do it. No! Wrong freaking button. Jeez. Up is rotate. Down is hard drop. Up is rotate. It's only half my fault, though. These pieces are not my favorite. Oh, man, come on. Got a big old Tetris spot just waiting for me down there. Actually, no, I don't, do I? Still. Well, now I need a line. An eyepiece. I've switched over to O-piece pretty successfully, but I just have a hard time calling. There's the line. Calling lines eyepieces. This isn't great. Isn't great. Another line, but... Oh, well, let me rotate it. Wow. I think I... Oh, maybe not. Nope. Yep, done. It's getting worse. Ryan third. Nope. Hey, Ryan third beat Ryan second. Loser. All right. I've only been at this for a cool 37 minutes. Let's do one more. Just knock them all out of the park here. If I can... Did that one... That one all went to pot with me screwing up the keys again, right? Up is rotate. Down is hard drop. I'm also not looking at the next piece thing at all. Not sure that would have been helping me all that much, but probably a good habit to have. Yeah, it seems like there is some sort of a processing delay between putting the piece down, the computer trying to tell me what the next piece is. Up is rotate. Boy. Digging those sounds or what? It's pure Windows entertainment for you. I feel like there was another really bare bones version of Tetris, obviously. I mean, there's been a couple, but one in particular that this one reminds me of. But even at this point, what are we looking at? Episode 27, right? They're starting to blend together a little bit. This is a better game. This is the best one we've had so far. I don't know if we're going to hit that negative score that we're looking for, but we might beat Ryan 1 at least. If I get a different piece. Good gosh. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to do the O's. And now back to those. Hey. Oh my gosh. What is happening? This is insane. Am I going to get... Oh, jeez. What? Stop. That was an insane run of pieces. Jeez. Thought I was doing okay. I was doing okay. It's all right. We can get it back. Unless you... It's not even that I hit rotate and hard drop at the same time right then. No real reason. Ooh, okay. I can do something here, though. Save myself a little bit. Blink. Just gonna start taking the hits. That's probably, ooh, 2 lines in a row. Probably part of my problem is I'm not quite taken the hits yet. You know, not trying to make everything a Tetris. Going to need some better pieces. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. This one really messes with the eye. Ooh, why did I level up so fast right there? There was only like one block between levels. What happened? That's 3 lines in a row. Oh my gosh, that's 4 lines in a row. Bet I'm not going to see any of those for a while. Nope, I am. And they're going to come 2 in a row again. Oh boy. Almost put that O piece right there. Out of desperation. Oh boy, we're coming back. Level 7. Don't mess it up now. Up is rotate. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that. All right, we're just gonna take it. Ah, not my best work. Hey, we fixed it quick though. That's probably enough green pieces for a while. Nope, there's one more. Okay, ooh, I almost, but I got a line. Level 8. Should I do it? How could I not? Hold it off. I should probably stop trying to do Tetrises at this point, though. Wow, look at that. Well, ooh, but I got a line. I'm not gonna. Nope. Did it again. It's all right. Nope, 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 nope. I keep hoping. There was that delay again. Oh boy! Wow, what? That seemed like a bit of an escalation. Nope, nowhere near the negatives, but I think we made it to first. Ryan Rezion. That's what they used to call me in high school. Ryan fourth. Winnert. Cool, 18,000. What was it goes negative at 32,000, yeah, so. How about that, huh? Oh, right, I gotta unlock my mouse here. I'm like, why is nothing happening? So I can switch back to here. Okay, we're good. Hey, look at that. Tetris for the Microsoft Entertainment Pack for Windows. So next week, it gets a little funky. I've done a little bit of looking stuff up already. I mentioned this earlier, but there's a Tetris Game Watch that's not going to be part of the series because I haven't, it's not terribly expensive, but I have not bought the Tetris Game Watch. This is what I did a little bit of searching for. Tetris for the Canon-J or the Rupo. I couldn't find out what those things were. They might be calculators. So I don't know. Next up is Tetris for the Oasis with a Y, which was a series of word processors. So I think that's going to be the next thing I try. Failing that, we're looking at Super Tetris, which was kind of, this is the point in the game where they started looking at sequels. Like how can we make a Tetris 2? Everybody's looking for Tetris 2. How can we do it? So I feel like Super Tetris was where that all kind of hopped off. So if we can't get to Oasis, then we'll start looking at Tetris 2s, so to speak. So thanks for hanging out. You might notice some changes around the channel. I spoke a little bit about this last week, but we've got regular days for shows now besides just this one. I'm always here every Tuesday at 10 for Tetris live. I've banked quite a few shows of Chasers where Evelyn and I are opening up some Marvel cards. Those are every Wednesday at 8. And starting last week, I kind of, there was a mini hiatus with Cinematic. I've relaunched that now, and that'll be every Friday at 8. So come back for any of those. Hang out. Let me know what you think. And as always, you can go over to Patreon or PayPal if you really want to make your enthusiasm known. I appreciate it if you're here for any reason, but I really appreciate. In fact, this is how much I appreciate the people that go over to Patreon. I appreciate it so much that I've finally fixed the closing slide of this stream to feature their names. So thanks for hanging out. It's good seeing all you guys, talking to you, and playing a Tetris. But a special thanks to all of these people.